Scientists have found moss that can survive in Martian conditions. Scientists have identified a plant that could survive the harsh conditions on Mars. It is an extremely durable moss. This species is particularly well adapted to extreme conditions and can cope with environments that would kill almost any other organism, making it a potential candidate for colonizing Mars. Syntrichia caninervis is a species of moss that has adapted to extremely dry conditions. It is found in desert places around the world. It can be found in Tibet, Antarctica, and the Mojave Desert. In the latter place it is the most common moss. It has a lifespan of over 100 years and can survive environmental conditions that are lethal to almost all other forms of life. Due to its characteristics, scientists suggest that it could withstand conditions similar to those on Mars, where it is extremely dry, cold, and has high levels of radiation. The description and results of research on the moss Syntrichia caninervis were published in the magazine The Innovation. The unique insights obtained in our study provide the basis for colonization using naturally selected plants adapted to extreme conditions, the authors wrote in the publication. Mars has a thin atmosphere composed mainly of carbon dioxide, but also contains small amounts of nitrogen and argon, and traces of oxygen and water vapor. Atmospheric pressure on the red planet is less than 1% of Earth's pressure at sea level. The average surface temperature of Mars is about -60 degrees Celsius, but during summer it can be almost 30 degrees Celsius at the equator. In turn, in winter at the poles the temperature can drop to -130 degrees Celsius. It is known that water exists on the red planet, mainly in the form of ice. Ice and solidified carbon dioxide, or dry ice, form the polar caps at the poles of Mars. Due to the low pressure, liquid water can only occur in the lowest places near the planet's equator. During the summer months, dark streaks were observed on the slopes of the canyons, which were identified as stains caused by flowing water. Mars has no magnetic field. Its surface is constantly bombarded with high-energy solar wind particles. This exposes everything on the planet's surface to harmful levels of cosmic radiation that could pose a serious threat to humans or any living matter on Mars. Scientists have identified a plant that could survive in the difficult conditions of the red planet. The moss Syntrichia caninervis grows on Earth in the most inhospitable places, which is why, according to scientists, it is an ideal candidate for colonizing Mars. In a new study, scientists from the Institute of Ecology and Geography of the Chinese Academy of Sciences simulated hostile Martian conditions and subjected the moss to a brutal battery of tests to find out how long it could survive. They began their tests by subjecting the plant to dehydration. Then they stored the moss at a temperature of -80 degrees Celsius for 5 years. He spent a month at a temperature of -196 degrees Celsius. They also bombarded him with large doses of gamma radiation. They also put him in a chamber with a simulated Martian atmosphere consisting of 95% from carbon dioxide, where temperatures ranged from -60 degrees C to 20 degrees C and high levels of UV radiation. The moss Syntrichia caninervis managed to survive it all. As the researchers described it, within seconds of rehydration, the moss resumed physiological activity. After a week spent in a simulator of Martian conditions, the mech needed 30 days to fully regenerate. The same happened after being exposed to long periods of even lower temperatures. After thawing, the plant returned to its normal activity. Moreover, the moss withstood and even thrived at radiation doses of 500 GY. Only doses above 8,000 GY caused serious damage. Most plants cannot cope with radiation above 500 GY, while human irradiation with a dose of 5 GY usually leads to death within 2 weeks. Syntrichia caninervis has shown environmental resilience higher than some highly stress-resistant microorganisms and even tardigrades. In their work, the research team described moss as one of the most radiation-resistant organisms. He also expressed hope that it would be possible to take it to Mars or the Moon to further test its capabilities. Growing land plants is an important part of any long-term space mission because plants effectively turn carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and carbohydrates, essentially the air and food that humans need to survive. This moss is not edible, but it may provide other important services in space, said Stuart McDaniel, a moss expert at the University of Florida who was not involved in the study. He says moss can help enrich and transform rock material on the surface of Mars to allow other plants to grow. Of course, this research does not prove that the moss Syntrichia caninervis can grow and reproduce on Mars. This work also has some limitations. First of all, the plant was not tested in a Martian soil simulator. Moreover, after the moss was exposed to extreme conditions, it came back to itself and continued to develop in Earth's conditions and soil. Still, moss that tolerates extreme conditions may be a promising plant for attempts to grow it outside Earth.